Hi, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 streaming studio. Hope everyone is okay this Monday. Again, it was a pretty busy weekend. As we were really walloped twice, again Friday night into Saturday, and again Saturday night into Sunday, with some pretty intense thunderstorms across the region, areas of very heavy rain across the area as well. So a lot of folks still picking up after what was, again, a very busy weekend weather-wise. Again, I know, again, at my house, a lot of sticks on the ground. I have some big tree branches still hanging from some trees. I still have... me being kind of the cheapo that I am, a tree branch hanging from our storms that hit Lincoln last July, and now it has a friend that is kind of hanging out with it that got, again, knocked down from our weekend storms. Thankfully, though, much quieter conditions are expected as we start the week, again, especially compared to what we were dealing with this weekend. But we are going to be watching for the chance for some scattered rain as we head through the day today. Some cooler temperatures to start the week, but then we are also going to keep our eyes on some hotter conditions heading our way as we head through the week and into the upcoming weekend. So I want to start first with a look at, again, we're a third of the way through the month of August now. Temperature-wise, it's been actually fairly cool to kind of start the month. First 10 days of the month, we've seen 8 days with below-average high temperatures, just 2 days last Thursday, Friday, that had above-average high temperatures. And again, if you look at just high temperatures, it's, probably 22nd, I think 23rd maybe, coolest start to the month of August in terms of just high temperatures. We factor in the low temperatures as well. I want to say it's like 33rd, 34th, something like that. So one of our cooler starts to the month of August for us, and certainly one of the wetter starts to the month of August for us as well. If you look at the precip, up to 4 inches of moisture. Again, almost all of that, over 75% of that coming, Saturday night into Sunday morning. When at the Lincoln Airport, again, we saw over 3 inches of rain, which was good for the fourth wettest August day on record here in the capital city in terms of moisture, again, at the Lincoln Airport. So, again, extremely wet night that night. And again, now for the month, we're up to exactly right on the nose, 4 inches of observed precipitation. And in terms of first 10 days of August, that is the wettest start to the month of August that we've had here in the capital city. So, again, off to a very wet start. Obviously, if we didn't see another drop of rain for the entire rest of the month, we'd still end up with above-average precipitation. We still had some lingering drought across the area. That's likely going to be wiped out. All of the rain this weekend, again, will be included in the drought monitor that will be released later this week. So, over 3 inches above average now for the month of August. Now, for the summer, we're almost 2.5 inches above average, and, again, made a huge dent in our deficit that we'd had for our liquid precipitation for the year. So now for 2025, again, 7 full months plus 10 days in August. We're just a little over 2 inches shy of what we should be at for our liquid precipitation. So, again, making some huge dents. Unfortunately, again, I've said it multiple times, but, if we can get the rain and maybe get some heavy rain in the bucket without dealing with the severe weather, that's the best of both worlds. But unfortunately, sometimes when we do get the heavy rain, it comes with the wind and everything else, and that's unfortunately what we had this weekend. So, though, again, much quieter start to the work week for us. Again, there will be a chance for some scattered rain today and tomorrow, but not expecting any severe weather, certainly like we saw this weekend. And then I mentioned it as well, but we will be seeing those temperatures climb back above average as we head through the week this week. So here's the Lincoln Weather Almanac. Again, these are the numbers from yesterday, 86 and 68. Again, pretty close to where we should be. Obviously, the rain that we had, we already talked about. Over 3 inches. Again, that came about 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday, but then was generally dry yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, but still, again, pretty thick out, still pretty humid. Low temperatures this morning, again, seeing some upper 40s across parts of the Panhandle. So, again, signs that, we're not too far away from some cooler temperatures beginning to kind of take over, but some upper 40s in the far west were low temperatures this morning. Otherwise, most of the 10-11 coverage area had lows in the low to mid 60s early this morning here in the Lincoln Metro on the Tempest weather stations. Temperatures this morning for lows in the mid to upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. Currently looking at a lot of cloud cover across the state. We are also seeing some scattered rain and thunderstorms across the state early this morning. Here in the capital city, though, it is fairly quiet. It is a warm start to our morning. Lower 70s, your temperatures. Dew points were almost right at that 71-degree temperature. So, again, high humidity out there, light northeast winds. We have been seeing some areas of patchy fog this morning and some areas of reduced visibility. That's something we'll continue to watch for as we head through the morning hours. If you look at the visibility across the state, these numbers have improved in the last hour or so. Again, there are still a few spots that have some reduced visibility, but nothing's terrible out there. Hebron right now has the lowest visibility, and that's being reported at 3 miles right now, 4 miles in Nebraska City, 5 miles in Beatrice. Here at the Lincoln Airport, we did have 10 miles reported for visibility. So again, it's okay, but we could run into some areas of patchy fog early this morning, especially with all the moisture that we put on the ground over the weekend. Temperatures on the Tempest weather stations across the Lincoln Metro warming up a little bit into the lower 70s for most locations. Current temperatures across the state ranging anywhere from the upper 50s in the far west to the lower 70s here in the east. The warm spot right now is in Beatrice. They're at 73 degrees early this morning, 71 in Lincoln as well as Falls City, 70 in Grand Island, and 65 in North Platte. Dew point numbers continue to be fairly high, though, so again, still humid for a lot of us. You get into the western third of the state, not quite as humid, with those dew points ranging the range from the low 50s to the low 60s. Winds are light and variable across the state. I think, though, as we head through the day, we should generally see a little bit more of a easterly wind, but it should be fairly light at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Satellite and radar picture again does show some scattered light rain, as well as a few isolated thunderstorms drifting northward out of portions of Kansas and into southeastern Nebraska. So I think as we head through the morning, we will be seeing that chance for some scattered light rain, maybe a few rumbles of thunder here across southeastern Nebraska, including here in Lincoln and Lancaster County. The northern edge of that shield of rain just beginning to kind of touch the southern border there in Lancaster County. So I think over the next hour or two here in Lincoln, we will see those chances for some scattered light rain, and again, can't rule out a few rumbles of thunder in there, but again, not expecting any severe weather, but again, a lot of folks still picking up from what happened over the weekend. Again, I know a lot of tree companies going to be out working, folks still working to get power back online for some folks, and this could just kind of hamper those efforts just a little bit. So we're going to continue to watch through this morning for some of those areas of scattered light rain. Did have a little bit of a stronger thunderstorm there across portions of central Nebraska early this morning, but it has weakened some. But again, we can see some of that scattered activity across portions of south central into central and into portions of the Sandhills early this morning as well. You zoom out, look at a regional view, and again, most of the rain that we had last night fell across portions of Kansas, and again, we're just kind of seeing the western edge of that sort of band of rain push into portions of south central and southeastern Nebraska. So that's, I think, will be our rain chance this morning, and then we could see some additional stuff kind of pop up later this afternoon and potentially later this evening. But again, not expecting anything severe as we head through the day today, again, which is good news after what we had to deal with this weekend. We zoom out, look at a national view. Again, you have some active spots down across portions of the Gulf into portions of western North Carolina, obviously here at home. But again, otherwise, outside of those areas, the weather is fairly quiet for most of the country. We do have, again, if you look at the weather alerts, some heat advisories up into portions of New England. We have some flood watches, again, across portions of Kansas into Oklahoma and North Texas. Still have air quality alerts for much of Minnesota and into Wisconsin, and a number of heat and fire headlines across the western states from Washington State down through California into portions of Arizona as well. Here in Nebraska, though, no active alerts currently out for any of our areas, so that is good news. We check out Skycast, again, a regional view. Again, our in-house model not doing a great job picking up on some of the activity that is lifting into portions of southeastern Nebraska. So again, take all of this with a little bit of a grain of salt. I think as we head through the morning, we'll continue to watch for those areas of rain to lift into southeastern Nebraska. Again, should be generally light rain. Again, a few isolated thunderstorms could drop a little bit of heavier moisture, though. Into this afternoon, we're going to watch for some additional activity to try and pop up across parts of the area. I think the chance 20-30%, so it's not too great this afternoon, but that chance is there. That we'll continue to keep an eye on. Into this evening, that activity should fizzle, and then as we head through the overnight hours tonight, I think we generally see quiet conditions. Most of the active weather is going to stay well to our south and to our southeast overnight tonight and into Tuesday morning. Again, Tuesday morning, kids headed to school for the first day of school with LPS. Again, I think we could see some fog. Again, certainly not out of the realm of possibility. Early Tuesday morning, that could be something we watch out for, but I think we're generally dry Tuesday morning. With mostly cloudy skies, and again, maybe some areas of fog, but dry as we kind of start off the new school year. Into the afternoon, I think we see, again, mainly sunny skies, but then late afternoon, early evening, there'll be a weak frontal boundary that drops through the area. That could spark off maybe a few isolated showers, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms in southeastern Nebraska. Again, not expecting any severe weather with that activity, but we'll keep an eye on that small chance, maybe a few pop-up showers, pop-up thunderstorms Tuesday late afternoon into the evening. Otherwise, then into Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, we should see mostly clear, quiet conditions. Into Sunday, we should be looking at mainly sunny skies, but temperatures, again, warming up a little bit more seasonal for us, I think, as we head into the middle part of the work week. Wednesday night, we could see a few thunderstorms across portions of northern Nebraska, but most of the state, again, is going to be dry. You look at the 7-day precipitation potential, I think a lot of this, that rain chance this morning, this afternoon in far southeastern Nebraska, but really I think a lot of this is going to be rain possibilities as we head into the upcoming weekend when we have some small chances for moisture. But for the most part, we're looking at fairly light precipitation possibilities as we head over the course of the next 7 days. Severe weather outlook for the day today. Again, not expecting any severe weather, but again, can't rule out a few isolated thunderstorms this morning, especially in south central, southeastern Nebraska, and again later this afternoon, likely in those same areas. For the day tomorrow, again, not expecting any severe weather. We should be generally dry. I think far southeastern Nebraska will have a chance late Tuesday afternoon, early Tuesday evening, along a weak cold front for a few pop-up showers, maybe a pop-up thunderstorm or two, but not expecting any severe weather. And again, on Wednesday, a few thunderstorms possible in the northern parts of the state, I think Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, but at this time, not expecting any severe weather across the area. So if we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view on Skycast, I think, again, dealing with a lot of cloud cover as we head through the day today, some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms possible through the morning into the afternoon time frame, but again, I think not widespread activity expected, no severe activity expected, but the rainfall we do see, I think, should stay fairly light by tonight, 10 o'clock. I think mostly clear skies. Any precipitation, I think, should have wrapped up by that time, so we should be looking at dry conditions by late tonight. Overnight tonight into Tuesday morning, again, we can see the possibility for those areas of fog, especially for south central, southeastern Nebraska. So again, that could impact school drop-off early Tuesday morning. But again, I think we're generally dry as we start our Tuesday. So that's the good news. By the afternoon, midday, we should be looking at mainly sunny, quiet conditions. Late afternoon, early evening in far southeastern Nebraska, we won't rule out along a weak boundary to see a few pop-up showers, pop-up thunderstorms. Could potentially impact school pickup in the afternoon, but I think, again, any of that activity should be fairly isolated, and again, not all that concerning as of right now. So that is good news by Tuesday night. Again, mainly clear, quiet conditions, and then generally dry with plenty of sunshine as we head into the day Wednesday. Wednesday night, again, across northern Nebraska, we might see a few thunderstorms try and push out of the Dakotas, but again, not expecting those to be severe at this time. As far as temperatures go, we will start off the week with some cooler than normal temperatures. We're going to be looking at mid to upper 70s, low 80s across much of the 10-11 coverage area. So again, a fairly comfortable start to the week in terms of temperatures. It still will be humid out there. So again, still a little bit on the sticky side as we start the work week. Low temperatures tonight, mid 50s to mid 60s across the state. Temperatures tomorrow warming up a little bit closer to where we should be for mid-August, generally in the mid 80s across much of the state. Into Wednesday morning, it's upper 50s, low 60s, maybe a few degrees warmer than as we head into Wednesday. We're looking at upper 80s, low 90s across the state. There could be some spots in the Panhandle that reach the upper 90s and even to right around 100 degrees, so above average by Wednesday. Into Thursday morning, it's mid to upper 60s for low temperatures. Thursday afternoon, it will be hot, upper 80s to upper 90s across the state. Warmest readings across the western third of the state here in Lincoln around 92, 94 for Grand Island, Hastings, Kearney, 95 in North Platte, and again around 100 for Scottsbluff by Thursday afternoon. afternoon. So again, temperatures kind of slowly creeping up as we head through the week into Friday morning, upper 60s, low 70s. I think Friday afternoon, at least right now, looks like our hottest day of the week here in Lincoln. 94 for a high, 96 for the Tri-Cities, 95 in North Platte, around 100 for McCook on Friday. And again, feels like temperature certainly could be reaching up into the triple digits during those times as well. Saturday's still hot, but we'll go a degree cooler at 93 for a high here in Lincoln, upper 80s on Saturday. Right now we have, again, small chances for rain today and tomorrow. Again, small rain chances Saturday and Sunday as we head into the upcoming weekend here in the capital city. Otherwise, temperatures, again, starting off on the cooler side, but climbing through the week. Again, likely peaking Thursday, Friday, Saturday before they come back down at least a little bit. You look at the 10-day forecast. Again, you see that warming trend through this week, and then temperatures kind of falling back off as we head into the first half of the week next week with some cooler, slightly cooler than average temperatures by this time, looks like early next week. As far as humidity, again, looks like those dew points today, especially for eastern Nebraska, will still be rather humid in the upper 60s, low 70s. Behind that week boundary, Tuesday evening into Wednesday, does look like maybe slightly lower dew points, not quite as much humidity, but that humidity kind of builds back in as we head into the weekend, into early next week with those dew points back into this upper 60s and low 70s across the area. As far as those rain chances, again, highest today, likely in the far southeastern corner of the state, I think here in Lincoln. Small chance overall. I think our chance will be highest this morning with some of that rain lifting north through the area. We'll continue to see that chance into the afternoon. Small chance again Tuesday. Looks like dry weather Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before at least some low-end rain chances then return for the weekend and into early next week. Long-range outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. This takes us August 18th through August 24th, continuing to favor above-average temperatures across much of the region, and then kind of split as far as the precipitation does favor above-average precipitation for parts of the Dakotas into Montana, below average precipitation kind of from the Great Lakes through portions of Iowa into, again, extreme southeastern Nebraska, and then across portions of the Pacific Northwest as well. So that'll just kind of have to be a time frame we keep an eye on. But again, big thing today will be, again, quieter conditions compared to what we had, especially this weekend. We'll see a cooler start to our work week with those temperatures generally in the 70s, but we will be keeping our eyes on some scattered rain chances as we head through the day today, including through this morning. Again, I'll try and punch up here real quick our current radar, satellite and radar picture, again showing some areas of light rain lifting out of portions of northeastern Kansas and into southeastern Nebraska. We'll keep an eye on this. Again, it looks like it's going to be fairly scattered light rain, but again, a few isolated thunderstorms can't be ruled out with some pockets of heavier rain there, especially right now, at least across portions of Richardson and into Nemaha County. So again, areas near Schubert up to Auburn, maybe over to Tecumseh, could be seeing some of that heavier rain here in Lincoln. Again, this shower activity is just pushing into portions of southern Lancaster. So again, we could eventually see this move into the Lincoln area as we head over the next hour or so. But again, some areas of additional light rain will be possible as we head through this morning, with a few isolated rumbles of thunder possibly mixed in there as well. So we'll keep an eye on that through the morning. But again, not expecting it to be severe, and again, expecting it to be mainly just some light rain, maybe some gusty winds with it, but nothing on the scale of what we had to deal with this last weekend. So that is the good news. So appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching again as always. Hope everyone, again, is kind of picking up and has a better Monday than the weekend that we just had. So we'll keep you up to date with the latest, everything you need to know. Make sure you keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online. Make sure you have that 1011 weather app downloaded again on your phone. Make sure you have the 1011 apps downloaded on your Roku and your Fire TV and your Apple TV and things like that. So again, we can get you the latest information. So hope everyone has a nice Monday, and until next time, hope everyone takes it easy.